Hi there, welcome, it's Anna here, and it's time to continue Christmas Journals 2025. Okay, so we are currently working in this big landscape Christmas journal, and today I want to continue adding to the pages because I have put in all the pages I can fit, I think, but we have some flips to extend, we have pockets, we have lots of stuff to do in this because it's far from finished. So I'm just gonna go through it quickly to see where I need to do things, and I also put in some things that I want to add. Yeah. So how are you all doing? I hope you're doing well. Here's one pocket. Have to do something to put in that one. If I don't use something from my use it or lose it. Love all the colors in here. Here we can extend some flips. Oh, right. Here I want to extend a flip. This image came from a book, The Country Diary Christmas. So Edith Holden themed, or her time period themed anyway. And this image was there. And I decided to back it with some rice paper. And I have punched the edge there to make it more pretty. And I thought, why not just put it in here? And you have an extension of the page and you can journal on the back of it. I really like that. So that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Yeah, so it's Sunday. I have had a lovely weekend, but quite a busy one. I can't remember if I think I told you my daughter, my eldest daughter Ellen, one of her friends that she met through the internet was coming to visit, and she brought her mother, and we have been hanging out for 3 days. We have been shopping, we have been drinking lots of coffee, showing them around town where we live, and had an amazing time. Amazing. And we really hit it off, all four of us, so we had such a great time. It was so fun. Yeah, I love that. That looks really pretty. So I am quite happy about that. Here we have, yes, this is supposed to be a side tuck, and I want to decorate this. So I have pulled out some Tim Holtz ephemera on a little tray, and I want to add this, some of it onto here. So I'm just gonna see. This is the offcut from the, as you can see, it belongs there. What do we want? There's quite a lot of red on here, and here as well. How can we do? Maybe I can have the Mary with the kids. Maybe something this way or here, yeah, because I want it to spill over onto the tea-dyed paper. There we can have it, and or even that way, because I'm also going to do some sewing here. And what else can we do? We can have some, I want this, I think. It really pops on the red and white there. Something like that, maybe. We can have it spot on. Like these. Let's put it there for now. Or we can have one of those tall ones, the side. Or that one. Can have that a bit upwards. Can add this one. Can add this one up here then. Going past it. Maybe. Let that one go down a bit. And I'm also gonna make a punch in the edge. And put this one up here. Because that's quite white. And I want some green. I want some green. How about some green here? And some of these will not only be glued, but also sewed on. Just thinking, do I really want the tall one? Maybe I don't. Could add other stuff. Yeah, let's go for that. So I am going to glue. And then I'm gonna sew, I think. Or maybe I will wait to sew until the end of the video, so I don't have to run up and down, because I know I have put in at least one more thing I want to add. Probably more. Yeah. I like when it goes over the edge there. I'm just thinking, if you wonder why all of a sudden went really quiet. Sorry. I think I'm quite tired from this weekend. It's been so much fun, but also it's quite tiring. Your social barrier gets a bit emptied when you are spending a lot of time with new people, and it's really intense because it's only you. It's only been 4 of us. We had so much fun. And the amazing thing is that me and the other girl's mother, her name is Juliet, by the way, we really connected. We had so much in common, and it was so much fun. Had the same sense of humor and everything. So I have really enjoyed myself, and it's been so much fun. Yeah. So we're gonna stay connected, and they have invited us to come visit next year. So they live in, I believe they live in Wales. So that would be lovely to see. Maybe I can do some thrifting while I'm there. I love old stuff, you know. So as I said, this will be sewn, but I was got by making the notch. So let's take a punch and let's measure it just for the fun of it left, right? That's the center, about there. So I'm going to do this left-handed today. Wish me luck. It really flew. But that's good. Now you see that it's a pocket. And as I said, I will be doing a lot of sewing here before I glue the sides down. But I think that will be a fun pocket, right? Okay, so that's one thing I have to sew. What else do we have? Oh, let's turn the wrong way. Okay. Now I'm back on track. Yeah. So I could extend that one as well, if I liked, with something. Have to look for that. Yeah, and here's the lovely Lucia painting. That's the pocket. Okay, good. Right, here I'm putting one in. This one I made a couple of years back. It's a piece of double-sided cardstock, scrapbooking paper, sorry, that I simply have folded to make a pocket. Then I have put some tea-dyed paper here to make a place to journal. I have edge punched that, and now this year I added this. It's a small tag with some frilly edges. I added this Tim Holtz girl and a bit of string here, and I think that turned out really nice. And on the other side I added this. It's a genuine vintage photo of two, probably the father, the grandfather, and the baby in front of a Christmas tree, and that's just held in place by the photo corners, and down here it says Noel. So my idea with this one is to simply just put it around like this and glue this down on 2 sides or 3, and then you have a pocket, and on this side you can open up and journal. I really like that, so that's what I'm gonna do. And I haven't been waiting to use it because it's so big, but finally it was meant for this journal, right? And I don't want it too far down. There's perfect. So I'm gonna glue that down. So happy to finally use it. And I bet I have some kind of tag to put in there, or a vintage postcard or something, Christmas card. There we go. Perfect. Love it. Let me just take a piece of camera and give it a try. Yes, lovely pocket. Oh, that's pretty. Yeah, so now we have pocket to number 4. I have to write that down later. Perfect. I love all the different sizes of paper and lots of writing space. And once again, can extend these to fill up the journal. Add some stamps or something here maybe. Lots of writing space. And that one is already extended. That will be sewn as well, I guess. And the last signature, have I added anything in here? All right, that's where I did this. You have a whole Edith Holland folio in here. I could even cover this with some tea stain paper, tea dyed, and have it journalable. The same thing there. And here's this one. Love that. The book page. Really great. This journal is so much fun. So much fun. Here we'll add something as well. So I think I'm gonna sew, and I also want to do some stenciling. That's what I was planning on doing on the red page, because that's in the same. Because first I thought I could add a pocket here, but I think I might stencil. I have this. I love this stencil. The Creative Expressions. Could do that. I will have to think about that while I do the sewing. Okay, so I will be back in a second for you. Thank you. And I'm back. I have done a bit of sewing, and I also had a coffee break. If you can see, the lights has changed. It because I had some coffee and some cake. Anyway, I sewed this pocket. I have sewn some zigzag on some of the places. Just makes it look a bit more interesting. So now we're gonna, and I have knotted the threads and flattened the seams. So now we're just gonna glue it down. So we have our side tuck, a great side tuck here. That will be a good one. Let's see if that really sticks down. There we go. Good. And I also, while I was at the sewing machine, I decided to sew this one. And I remember now that I did one more. I wanted to sew, but this one is sewn. So now we have a few pockets and a few flips. I know I wanted to sew the one we did, the one with this one, I wanted to sew here as well, but yeah, that will be another time. Now I want to make a few tabs to put in the journal where it has book pages in the center and so. So I took out my bag with scraps and I'm just going to see what I want to use. That could be nice tabs. Maybe this one. I already started making tabs on that one, so why not continue? I'm just seeing what I have here. Can't be too thin. I wonder if these will be good size. I've got my whale tail punch here, and I think, yeah, this would be a good width. I'm just going to fold it and make some tabs. Ooh. Hadn't emptied it since the last time using it. Here comes paper. There we go, there's one. I want some different patterns, so let's take this one as well. And should I do this one too? Might as well while I'm at it. There we go. That's 3. Let's make a few more because I can always add to other journals as well. Can I make one here? Do you think I can fit one in? Maybe. Let's try. Yay! It worked. Not much left of this. Maybe I can do some fussy. Do I fussy cut or do I toss it out? You know me, I'm always saving things. No. I can't save everything. Yeah, let's wait with this one. So, let's put the tabs in. I know I have one back here in the center, because when you have a book page like this or folio, it's easy to think it's just one page, but if you put a tab on it, it pops a bit more, and you have lots of pattern clashing here, but I don't mind. I don't mind. I actually enjoy it. Once it's Christmas, I can handle it. Otherwise I can be a bit picky about patterns and colors, but Christmas is all about color and joy. So I'm gonna add this one to the 1888 paper. There we go. And now we can also do something fun in the center here that later. Could add a small image or something there as well if I like. I have lots of those from Mr. Holtz. Why can't I get the pin in the glue? For instance, you can add, let's see, the small ones. Could add one of those. I'm gonna do that. Make it a bit more fun. There we go. Yes. And you can see it from this side as well. Fun, fun, fun. And I also want to add somewhere in this signature, I want to add a pocket. And I actually have one ready-made from one of my Use It or Lose It's. And it's this one. It's a paper bag that I decorated with book page and scrapbooking paper and a genuine photo. And then this is a flip made out of a Tim Holtz layer. Added a small ephemera there and some vintage French laundry labels. So this will go in as a pocket because it's a bag. But I'm also thinking that maybe I can make it into a double pocket. Just glue it down on two sides. Question is, where do I want it? I could add it here on that page. I'm just gonna get the thread out of the way here. Or I can add it, because we also had this one here. Because this one is too small, too tight. Otherwise it's a good thick paper so it can handle it. That would be if I glued it down on two sides. You have a side tuck and a top pocket and extra journaling space. That could work. I'm just gonna see what it looks like if I close it up. Yeah, that could work. Do I want it on this side or on that side? I think it's better in here, right? But not too close to the fold because then it will bulk up the whole thing. Nope, over here. Over here it is. So I'm gonna glue on two sides. Yes. I like using what I have. At least using what I've made out of my things, because there's no use in just making a ephemera and putting it in a pile, right? I need some paper towel here because I put a tiny bit too much glue. So let's see what we have. And you flip that one and you can open it like so. And you can put a thing here and one here. And then you have this one. Gonna do something fun here. Yeah, I like that. So lots of fun stuff in this journal, even though it's so big. Don't have much room to do things. When I have put it in the book press, it will be much flatter, I can promise you. Did I want to put any more tabs in? Right. Go was what we were doing, right? Could do one here. Because you have the same situation with the folio in the center. Let's do it. Let's take this one, my first instinct. And I will see if I can find a little bird from the book and fussy cut and put on this tab. That would be fun. Like if one of the birds just flew over here and landed on the tab, right? I have to see if I can find. I have several copies of the book, so I'll have to see if I can find it. Here it's not in the center, right? And here it is in the center. So I could add one here. Maybe the red one will be better. Yes, especially if I extend this flip. Then it could be really good to have a little tab. There we go. Loving it. And the next one has this in the center. And the last one we already did, right? Yes, we did. Great. So we have added pockets, we have added tabs, we have extended flips, and that will have to be it for today. I'm gonna see if I can find more stuff to put in here, or else I might do some stamping and stenciling and texture pasting, and then it will go in the book press. Yes. Okay, thank you all so much for watching today. It's been fun having you with me, and I will be back soon with another video. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Let me know down below. Is there anything you would like to see me do in this channel? Or just say hi. I will say hi back. Yeah, have a great weekend. No, a great Sunday, everyone. Talk to you soon. Bye.